Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I greet each and every one of you traditionally because I'm a traditional man. As you already know, I am onyechukwumezetv. Who God has made king, He has made him king. You see, the reason why I am here to talk to us this very moment is because I want to outline some basic facts of life to us so that it can stick into our brain, in our memories, till our lifetime. You see, this life itself is a risk. You being alive, you are taking a risk. Even the word, the mere word you utter, you think they are common, you are taking risks. You know why? Because that word you think is a mere word has taken many people to their early grave. And you call it mere word. So those things we think are common on earth are not really common. They are the most important things in life, and yet we see them to be common things. You see, life is risk. Now I explain. You see, in this life, why life is risk is because whatever you say you want to do now, you are taking a risk. Do you know why? Because you may do that thing, it favors you. You may do it, it did not favor you. That means risk is involved. You understand? So, because of this, that life is a risk, that is the more reason why we all have to take risk with wisdom. And at the same time, you don't have to fear to do anything. Because there is a say that it is water that harbors the fish. It is that water that still boils the fish. When food kills human being, it is that same food human being will still eat. You understand me? So don't say maybe because people are doing this, police or whatever is against them, this is that it is bad that you cannot do it. Maybe if you do it, you will not survive. My friend, that is the risk you got to take. You don't know if that is the risk that will lead you to your peak that you have been dreaming to attain to. So take risk because life is all about risk. But while taking the risk, apply wisdom because risk is meant to be taken with wisdom, not with power. You understand me? That's what the matter be. And one thing before I proceed, you that is looking at me, I hate when you judge me when you don't even know me. You judge my actions without knowing why. Why do you judge people when you don't know them? Why do you judge people's actions while you don't know why they did what they did? It is very wrong. When you see something happening, always have something at the back of your mind that there is no flame without fire. Things did not just happen. You understand me? So don't judge my actions. Don't judge me without knowing me, without knowing the reason why I do what I did. That is it. If you have ear, you take it. If you don't have, you as well leave it. Now, I want to give us a very vital advice. You see, many of us in life, we all crave for changes. We want changes in our life. We want to attain a greater heights. We want to make money. We want to be like Bill Gates. We want to be as wealthy as anything. We want to be among the top richest in the world. Yes, that is the dream of every man, rich or poor. But I want to tell us one thing. It's not a bad thing to dream. Oh. You understand? It's not a bad thing to have a good plan that you want to achieve this, you want to achieve that. But after those things, one is to nurse it, is to think about it, imagine it. You understand? Second is to continue thinking about it, imagining it, thinking it continuously. Third is to put effort, start working towards it. Fourth is to put determination, focusness. Never you give up. Continue until you get results. And another thing is, as you continue and it is not paving way, you are not seeing changes. Another thing is, again, is to pause, rethink, and ask some questions. Am I doing this thing well? Or is this thing what I am meant to do? If after the question you conclude that yes, you're supposed to do that, and then you ask again, are you doing it well, in the right form? Then you will know. When you ask yourself that question, then you will know that maybe you are not doing well, then you have to change formats. And when you change your formats, then you can see things can work out well. Because you can't be praying to attain a greater position. You keep doing one thing and that thing is not prospering you, yet you keep doing it. You can't attain there. You need to change formats. You need to change formation, your method of doing things, so that you can get to where you are going. That is it. We are entering another year. Now, no, many people, we open their arms that the new year, because it is a new year, that it will bring every good tidings. It will bring good marriages, it will bring children, it will bring money, wealth, riches, prosperity, many blessings, name it, in abundance. But I tell you to your face, brothers and sisters, New Year does not bring any new thing. The only thing that make your new year to be new to you is your thinking faculty, your reasoning ability, your method, your way of learning how to adapt to situation, changing and swapping things about life, about the things you do. That is what will make your new year a new year. Okay? So that is it. And another thing I want to tell us, I want to give us a very vital advice, especially we men. You see, we understand that in life, no flexing, enjoyment, there is no enjoyment without woman. But I want us to learn one thing. Money bring bitches and bitches bring life. You know what means? Money bring women and women bring life. Which means you have to look for the first thing first, which is money. When you got money, you will get women and you will get life. In other words, chase money and you have all women. Chase women and you lose money. Now I put the quote in the right way. You lose money when you chase women, but you don't lose women when you chase money. You understand? So get that into your head and let it live in you till eternity. You lose money when you chase women, but you don't lose women when you chase money. That is my own piece of advice for you. And again, you see, in life, the only thing constant in life is changes. Changes is very constant in life. You may know me last year or even this year, don't expect that I will still be that same way you've known me. If you expect that I will still be like that, meaning you are a failure. Because I need to grow. I need to grow in every way, in whichever way it is. Grow is grow. I need to grow. You don't expect to meet me, to leave maybe when before the last time you saw me, you met me in Lekki squatting with somebody. And in the next 10 years, you come again, you expect to meet me there again squatting with somebody. Are you not an evil person? You don't want my progress? So that is the thing that is common in life. Changes. Everybody must change. So don't think maybe because last year we used to drink, we used to do this, we used to do everything is common, and all of a sudden I changed. Then you think I'm bad, or maybe I'm trying to be pompous, pull myself out of you. No, that is not it. It could probably be for some reasons. Maybe my aim of career, that is my line of career, my line of goal is not where you are. Maybe I have different thinking entirely, different way of achieving life, entirely different opinion about life, different understanding about life. And your is quite different from me. So you see, the thing cannot move together. For instance, now I love entertainment, but you don't love entertainment. Each time I talk about entertainment in your present, you discourage me. You understand? So if I keep moving with you, I will not go far in my entertainment work. Therefore, I have to distance myself from you because you don't fall into my category. You don't fall in line with what I am called to do on earth. So my brother, don't blame me if you see that I am not close to you the way I used to before. Because I can't want to be a medical doctor and I'm moving with a lawyer. I will it won't succeed. All my friends are lawyers, then I want to be a medical doctor. How will that work for me? You don't expect that I want to be a musician and I'm moving with people that does bricklaying, house, building of houses. I will end up building house instead of being a musician. You understand? So that is the reason for that. If you see that I don't longer move with you or I'm distancing myself from you despite our closeness before, our friendship or whatever, so you have to put these things I have just told you in consideration. This is not just me, but to any person, to you that is watching me. You understand? You have friends, maybe before you were best of friends, you do everything in common, but with a time, all this of a time, that your friend withdrew from you. These are the things you should put into consideration. Are those your friends, are they really their line of business? Are they in the same line with you? So when you ask yourself these questions, you answer it genuinely, then you will know that there is no cause for alarm. Everything is still. So that is it, my brothers and sisters. And something I still want to tell us again in life, you see, nobody on earth is good. Nobody is bad. It depends on how you understand the person. You see, the beauty of a house cannot be fully determined by the outer beauty, outer structure. You understand? You have to get into the house first to see the content of the room, the house, the things, how the rooms, everything is being structured before you can conclude on the beauty of that house. You understand? The same way they say that the beauty of a woman lies in the heart, not the facial beauty. So don't just judge people. You understand? Some people when they go out, it's just their pattern of life. They don't mingle. They don't talk too much. They don't like to associate themselves in crowds. It's their pattern of life. And because of that, most of you may think that such person is pride that is worrying that person. Maybe that person is arrogant, or the person feel too big, pompous, or whatever. My dear, I bet you may be wrong, totally wrong. Because when you get close to this person, you will discover that the person is even among the best people, the best person in humankind. So do not be too quick to judge people if you don't want them to judge you quickly, because nobody on earth is flawless. You understand me? We all are with flaw. We are not flawless. We have our errors. Therefore, why do you condemn others when none have condemned you? Hmm? And one thing I want to tell people again, you see, in life, truly, we all need people's one or another's help to survive. But don't make it so, how do I put it? Don't make it so personal or so gifted that, yes, with somebody must make me survive. No. Truly, through somebody, you will get to where you want to attain. But you have to do your own things in your own way. It has to start from you first. Let me take for example now, for instance, you that is watching me, you have an elder brother who is very rich, and you yourself, there is something you want to buy, and that thing worth, for instance, $100,000, and you don't have even $1,000, and you want to buy the thing, you just call that your uncle or your brother, because you feel that your uncle is rich, he has that money even times 300 to give to you. Then you call him, you say, uncle, good morning or afternoon or good evening, whatever, after greetings, extending greetings and others. So, uncle, please, there is this thing I wanted to buy you, and it is cost $100,000. You don't expect your uncle to give you the whole of that $100,000. The first thing he will ask you, okay, this thing is cost $100,000, right? You say yes. Then how much do you have? You understand? You must bring your own contributes to show your uncle that yes, you really want the thing, you are serious, you have tried, before your uncle can consider if he will support you or not. You understand? So what I'm trying to tell us that before you considering anybody to support you or to help you in a situation, you have to start by helping yourself first. Have you helped yourself? That is the question. You have to help yourself first before anyone can help you. So that is it. You know why they talk all these things? Because na me be onyechukwumezetv, who God has made king. No one can take it away from him. And for the sake of those of you who condemn like all these motivational speakers, sex therapists, and others, I want to let you know, you don't need to condemn them. Most of the things they say, let's say 90% of the things they say, you know they are truths. And they are affecting you and I. Even though it is easy to give advice than to do it. But you that hears the advice, it is easy for you to make use of the advice if you want to make use of it. You understand? That is why Jesus Christ said, He said, do what I say, don't do what I do. That word simply means that sometimes I can tell you things that are good. You understand? A pastor can come out and tell you like this, don't make love, don't go and sleep with somebody's wife. Because he knows it is wrong. Don't do it. You understand? But he, after preaching to you, he will go and do it and sleep with somebody's wife. You understand me? But he has told you the truth though. Don't sleep with somebody's wife. But he himself will go and do it. What does that tell you? That is to attest more to that word that Jesus said, don't do what I do what I say. Because you are not me and I am not you. I can only tell you what is right, which you yourself know is right. What I know is right, I will tell you. But me, the things I do, I can't tell you to do it. Because most of them cannot. If I tell you to do it, I may mislead you. Because you are not me. Those things I'm doing, I'm succeeding. If I tell you to do it, you may not succeed. You understand? So when any preacher, any motivational speaker, or anybody is talking to you, you don't have to start judging the person. All you need to do is to take your pen or take note of everything that the person is saying to you. Be under the mentorship of that person. Don't judge the person. Because out of every nonsense, there is a sense. And those things we human beings see to be nonsense are even more sensible than the things we thought are sensible. You understand me? So that is it. Like I said earlier, don't judge me, because I will not judge you. Even if you still judge me, I will not judge you. One thing I believe in life is that you need me to survive, and I need you to survive, even though you agree with me or not. That word means it may not be me that you need to survive, but you must need somebody to survive, and that person got blood flowing in his or her vein. It therefore means you need me to survive and I need you to survive. You can't get to where you are or where you want to get to alone. That is where connection, information comes in. You need connection to get to your true destination. And how does that connection come? Does it come from you direct? No. If it comes from you direct, then it's not connection. So when they have to say connection, somebody must be in between that is joining you and somebody together to collaborate to do business. That is connection. Inwere connect. Life is all about connection and information. Because when you lack information, you get deformed. Information can give you connection. And that information, did it just get there? No, somebody dropped that information there. Some people get connected on Facebook based on the information they get on Facebook. For something they have been looking for, how way to do it before, they did not know how to do it. But on social media, they just bump into it. They saw it. Somebody created that content, dropped that information there. So it is connection as well. You see why I say we all need each other to survive? So, my brother, never you discriminate, intimidate, maltreat, or feel you are bigger than anybody. You are richer than that your brother today does not mean you will be richer than him tomorrow. You are better than that your friend today does not mean you will be better than him tomorrow. You are living a blessed life, a fulfilled life today does not mean that that man you see suffering will not live that same life you are living tomorrow. Every man on earth has its day of laughter. Today is your day of laughter does not mean tomorrow I will not laugh. You are laughing now does not mean you will laugh forever. But it is my prayer that we all will laugh forever once we start laughing. But you see, life, it is in its nature, does not give us what we deserve most times, or what we crave to get, or we crave for. That is why we are not the creator of ourselves. And in life, you also have to know that one man food is another man poison. You understand me? Nothing on earth is useless. This is the more reason you should never underestimate anybody. That man may be crippled, but there is something he can do that nobody on earth can do it. That is the value of that man. That is his own economic importance. We have deaf and dumb people. They can't talk, they can't speak, but they have things that they can do that nobody can do. That is their own value and their great economic importance. There are some people that are blind, but there are things that they do nobody can do. Everybody has its importance in its various ways. Life is never the way we human beings take it to be. Life is different from what we humans see it to be. And life, according to its nature of creation, can never be predicted by human beings. You know why? If life can be predicted, then you and I should be able to predict ourselves. Do you know that as you are watching me, you can't predict yourself what you will do in, let's say, tomorrow? Your prediction, sometimes you predict and not can be accurate, and they may be accurate. You know why? If you can predict yourself fully, why is it that today you make decision that I will do this? Tomorrow you change your mind and you didn't do it again. You do another thing. That is because you don't even know yourself. You don't trust yourself so much. You can't predict yourself fully. Then how can you predict life when you can't predict your own self? So that is why life, all you need to do is never to quit in whatever you are doing. I made one emphasis earlier this video that it is water that harbors the fish, and it is the water that still boils the fish. You understand it? So that is the logic of life. And when you are doing anything in life, remember that there is a creator. You understand me? Remember there is a creator. And this creator works in a mysterious way. You understand me? Now, I have something for every single, every married, everyone out there. This is concerning relationship. You see, as a married man, or a man or woman in relationship, you need to learn that this is a thing of two people, different faces, different hearts, different mindsets, different opinion, from different backgrounds, different tradition, different belief, coming together to try to agree and be one. It is not an easy task, because in this case you will have to displease yourself to please the other for peace to reign, to create value in the relationship. You will have to forgo so many things. You will have to cut down your principles, because every man or woman has principle of life. But once you are ready for anything relationship, you have to limit those principles to some extent. Because the reaction, for instance now, this lighter I'm holding, I throw it on the table. The reaction I may give will not be the reaction of the next person. It's just, for instance, I brought this now, this toothpick, as a topic. And I come out, I ask 5 people to define this toothpick, to give me the definition of toothpick, what they understand by toothpick. You will see that the 5 of them will give me the definition of this toothpick in 5 different ways. That is to show you that we have different opinions. So people of different opinion, different belief, different background, religion, coming together to be one is not an easy task. So all you need to do to succeed this is to cut all your egos off. Is to talk less and do more of listening. Because when you listen to somebody talking, you can get everything the person is talking. At the same time, you can read the heart of that person. You can read the fire that is burning, that is, that is injecting that flame, which injecting the flame, which is what the person is saying. But when you don't listen, you make mistakes everywhere. That is the major problem every relationship have, both marriage or relationship or whatever. When you talk too much, you have to do listen. When your partner is talking, you listen. Then from what he or she said is where you will gather your own points, the things you have to say to reply back. But in a situation, the both of you are clustering words. She's talking, you are talking. He's talking, you are talking. You know, who is to listen to who? You see, there is a problem there. Before you know, it results to why slap, domestic violence. You understand? And again, in relationship, you have to abstain from third party. You understand? Because remember, it is only both of you. You are still finding it difficult to understand yourselves. Then when you involve another third party, another person now making it third party, you see that the thing commotion will be there. You will make it more difficult for yourself to understand. Because if, for instance, now something happened between you and your spouse or your partner, you take to your third party, to your friend, whatever, because he's a best friend. Remember that your friend has another mindset of handling his own things. He will give you his own opinion, and that his opinion is 80%, may 80% not be suitable to the way you ought to have handled that your case. You understand? So automatically you have complicated issue for yourself or your relationship. So that is why you need to keep third party outside. You understand? Don't tell people how good your husband is on bed as a woman. Don't tell your fellow girlfriend how good your boyfriend is on bed. You know why? Because you can be using that to bring problem for yourself. Not all those your friends. All those your friends, it is not all of them that their guys are good on bed. And you will agree with me that every woman wants a man that can satisfy him, especially that can satisfy her, especially on bed. And when you keep telling them your guy can satisfy you on bed, he's so good at bed, he does this, he does that, you come 100 times, come 20 times, you are triggering something into the mind of those your girlfriends. And believe you me, one day they will try to have a taste of that your man that is so good on bed. And that day may be a bad day. You may see them in the acts, and it will bring a heartbreak for you. Or if you didn't see them in the acts, they may continue doing it. And when they continue doing it, you know what may happen. That girl may succeed in even winning the heart of your man and snatch it away from you. So please, abstain from third party in your relationship. Don't discuss your relationship, be it good, bad, or worse, to third party, even best friend. You understand me? Don't ever do that. And another thing again, every woman, you see in relationship, Majority, this is very common in some parts of Africa. Majority of African countries, their women believe in something, in one thing, that when a guy walk up to them, woo them into relationship, they start dating. They believe that by so all their life expenses will be upon that man. She wants to make hair, she believe boyfriend is there. She wants to buy phone, she believe boyfriend is there. She wants to do everything, anything at all that she wants to do, she believe boyfriend is there. She becomes a liability. That is a very big problem. As a woman, what is your value? Your value starts from what you can do for yourself without depending on your man. That is where your value starts from first. If you can do something for yourself, you are an independent woman. As a woman, you hardly have heartbreak. You hardly see men play with your heart. Because you don't expect now, me, before you met me, I am somebody's son. I have siblings, I have brother, I have sisters, I have mothers, I have parents. All those people, they are still my responsibilities. So you don't expect maybe because I like you, I woo you, we started dating, and you think all your problems I'm going to carry it. No. You need to support me, I support you. You understand? It's a thing of reciprocal, vice versa. You give me, I give you. And another thing that kills women, they feel maybe because they are women, they have that two hole at the beneath of them. They think that it's heaven and earth. They think that, once they lie down, they agree for you to have them, make love to them, that they have done everything for you. You have done nothing. Have you forgotten that you saw my nakedness, I saw your nakedness, you have pussy and I have dick. I gave you, you gave me. So we both enjoyed it together. So why are you taking it upon yourself, that upon me, putting everything upon me, that all of your expenses, I should be the one taking care of it because I'm dating you? Meanwhile, what you are enjoying, I'm enjoying, you are enjoying too, and even more than me. Does that make sense? Our girls, we need to wisen up. You understand me? Now we talk that corruption everywhere. There is corruption, no. There is corruption everywhere. There is corruption. Let's take for instance now. A complaint is being established, and you are lucky to be employed in that complaint first as, let's say now, as the manager of that complaint. And as the manager, okay, they now give you the power to be employing under the employment sector. You understand? And to be people in heads of offices. You have that power. And because you have all this power now, CVs will come to you, many CVs. But you will be after the CVs of people that are from your side. Let's take, for instance, you are from Delta State now, Nigeria. And in Delta State, let's be specific, you are from Eka. And you look all the correct CVs the ones you first of all attend to the ones that are from Eka, Delta State, where you are from. Meanwhile, the CVs that you left to attend to all those Eka CVs, there are much people there that are more qualified than Eka that you are attending to their CV. Then at the end, you succeed in employing those Eka people. Meanwhile, there are more qualified people than those Eka people. You end up in employing the Eka people to every vital offices in there before you can attend to other cities and give them some minor offices. All in the name of employment. Now you are employed, it doesn't mean matter where you work. Without you knowing, that is corruption. Corruption starts by there. That is to tell you that everybody is corrupt. On one hand, you are doing good thing, you are helping your people because you are from Eka, you are helping Eka people. On the other hand, you are being corrupt because there are people that are more qualified than those Eka people that you put there. You understand it? It's corruption. But in you may think you have done the best thing. There is corruption everywhere. But when you corrupt, let it be that it is not much noticeable. That is the problem African countries are having. Europeans are more corrupt than African countries. Asians are more corrupt. Americans are more corrupt than African country. But their own corruption, the corruption of these people, is that they corrupt with, I don't know how to put it. Their corruption is with high integrity. Their corruption is with high accuracy of wisdom. Their corruption is not rampage. They are rugged in their corruption. You understand? They are corrupt, yes, but you don't notice it. But in Africa, we are corrupt and we make it noticeable. We are corrupt in everything. Look, for instance, now, okay, there were award, for instance, now, let me use Nigeria for example. Nigeria as it is has everything it is to have constant electricity, but they don't have. Does it mean they have not been awarding that contract to some people, some politicians? Of course, they have awarded it many times, countless times. Now, let's look at where the corruption is being abused. It is much. If as they award that contract to you, for instance, now when they are awarding contract on no account, when an estimate is being made, or let's say budget is being made above estimation. You understand? Above the price of the commodity that is to be purchased. That is how budget is being made. For instance, now something that will be a light, for instance, it will take like 20 billion to fix Nigerian lights. Then in budgets, they will say like 30 billion budgets. 30 billion naira budget. For instance, if you take 20 million, now they budgeted 30 billion. For instance, if the person that wants to do the project really wants to do it, he can do it at the same time be corrupt and people will not know. Let's say, for instance, now this project is 20 billion naira and you are giving 30 billion naira to fix this project. No matter how, let's say, for instance, now, okay, because of the high inflation of an economy rise, so let's say you use like 20, okay, 20, even if you did not even use that 20 billion to do it, if you use like 19 billion naira to do it, they will still see that yes, you did something. Nigeria will have light, even if maybe under 4 days or 5 days, they will still take it. It will stay like maybe the 2 hours again. They bring it again. It will stay extra for another 4 days or 5 days. You understand me? So that is it. But you will not do it. You will take the 30 million, every 30 billion naira, everything. You will take it to yourself to enrich yourself. You will do nothing because you feel nobody will say it. There is no law to check on you. You feel you have arrived. Nobody will say it. You see? And now that is the corruption. It will be very noticeable. Because you did nothing. And if another person should come again, that they will still award that same contract. Even the price this time will be higher. And that person will still do nothing. But if this will help to make the corruption so known. Because the people are suffering. But if, for instance, they give you the contract, maybe they give you contract now to federal roads or state roads, maybe roads that is about equivalent to, let's say, let's say 14,000 kilometers road now. They give it to you. They award it to you to construct. At least, if you are corrupt, you can be corrupt at the same time. People will still be okay with that corruption. Maybe, for instance, now 14,000 kilometers roads, you construct 10,000 kilometers, you leave 4,000 kilometers. Nobody will say that you are corrupt. You understand? Nobody will kill you because you have done more part of the job. This because it is happening here. Sometimes here they give them money to construct roads. You understand? They will just construct, some, leave some. It happened. Next people will come again, they award it again. Yeah, you see it everywhere. You understand? Yes, there is corruption everywhere, but their own, they work and they eat. But in Africa country, they eat, they don't work at all. That is the major problem of Africa. Their own is just to eat and don't work. But in Western world, their corruption is they work, they corrupt. They work, they eat. Because where person they work, now they job now. Yes. So that is it. Please, I haven't said this. Every of Nigerian politicians, I want to beg all of us. I want to beg us, please, let us deviate from our evil ways. Let us work for our beloved countries. We know that where you work is where you eat. That is why they call it workshop. Workshop, work chop. You understand? But at the same time, it is too much. When you eat, you work. That is the way it should be. Not you eat, you don't work. People are suffering. You send your children to the best education, to the best schools in the world to study, to get the best education because you can afford it. But you have the money, you are being given the money to build that best education in your own country so that people of your country can go to that same school and acquire best education. You won't. You prefer embezzling the money and using some part of it to send your own children to Western world to get those best education. Meanwhile, you will not give it. Your people are suffering. They are dying in abject poverty. You will bring out money to buy cars that worth millions of millions. Cars that worth 70 million, 100 million. You buy it. Just car that, God forbid, bad thing. Slight accident, the car can knock engine and go beyond repair. That money will be wasted. But you can't invest on human being. You can't invest on social amenities for the people of your country to enjoy. All of you politicians, many of you have the money, everything it takes to build standard, the best university in the whole world, to build it right there in Nigeria. And you still have what it takes to make it affordable for every citizen of Nigeria to attend to school there, But you won't. Even when you build, it is only the people of flying colors that can still go there. People with affluence from influential families. Only them can still go there. Why the poor are still suffering? Does it make sense? We don't have lights in that country. One individual, like as what is it called? What will I do with their name self? All these Yoruba people, they know themselves, or $10, all those people in your community. You have the money to make sure that all your community has lights. You can ask your community, the king of your community, to give you an acre, like even 100 acres of land if you want. They will give it to you. You use it to construct solar energy power sector. To distribute to your whole community. You even in your entire state self. You can do it. You have the money and you will not be poor if you do that. But you will not do it. All you do is just to buy private jets, all you are concerned is just you, your wife, and your children. Even in your family where you came from, some people are still suffering. Does that make sense? Greediness. Greed. We don't want to circulate wealth. That is the problem of Africa. I want to have everything. You want to have everything. Imagine only a $10 now is a billionaire. And the population of Nigeria is not up to billion. We are just 180 million population. Let's say approximately 200,000 populations. 200 million populations, I mean to say. 200 million populations, let's say approximately. That is the population of Nigeria. And one person is a billionaire. Which means you have up to like 10 billion naira in your account. Now, out of this 10 billion naira, let's say for instance now, take 2 billion for yourself. The remaining 8 billion naira, share it among all Nigerians. Automatically, you have made all Nigerians millionaires. Or if you can't share it, then better still, use it to do something that every Nigerian can benefit from. If you do this, other billionaires like you will still do this. Tell me how Nigeria will not be okay. Look at the president we have. Bandits everywhere. Killings everywhere. Killing innocent blood. The worst part is that the children of all these bad leaders, they don't see them to kill. It is innocent ones that these people are killing. That is my problem. That is the major problem. It is the innocent ones that are suffering the killings. So please, my people, let us deviate from our evil ways. Let us stand in unity. Because in unity we stand, divided we fall. According to the coat of arms of Nigeria, love, peace, and unity. That is what our coat of arms stand from. But I don't see it. This love, peace, and unity, why can't it reign? Let it reign, and we all will enjoy it. So that is what I said I should come and let us know. This very moment. You know why? Because now me, be onyechukwumezetv, who God has made king, he has made him king. Surugada is the dance of the spirits. And a child that wants to know the cause of his parents' death must be ready to dance to the tone of Surugada, which is a Gundamo in my dialects. My brother, what you not know, you not know. Now your grandmama, now your grandpapa, and his senior you. Now so the matter be, live right, for it is the only way. I love you all. One love.